Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Hit and Move All Day Premium Boxing Gloves. So check it out. Alright guys, so today I'm doing a close-up weigh-in and review on the Hit and Move All Day Premium Boxing Gloves. I got mine in 16 ounces in the red, white, and green colorway. These are a full, genuine top grain leather glove made in Pakistan, and I have to say that these are probably some of the cleanest gloves I've seen to date, and I'd put them right up there with some of the best in terms of overall feel, comfort, and quality. The construction of these gloves are really nice. I mean, you can see just the leather looks amazing. The stitching looks clean. I didn't find really any flaws with the glove whatsoever. Everything on this glove is done really nicely. And this is Hit and Move's newest rendition of their all-day training gloves. It uses a multi-layer foam that they call dart padding, which is great for a good training glove. So you can see it's right there in the middle. Medium density, it's not too soft, and it's not too super stiff. The leather itself has a really nice textured grain to it and has kind of a satin sheen to it. And it says Hit and Move All Day right there on the back of the glove. Coming down, you have the full wraparound Velcro strap that's made of leather as well. Some nice Velcro right there. You know, I'd say if there was any opportunity this glove I was going to nitpick, you can see some of the stitching was not overlapping the way it should, so it could have been done a little bit cleaner. Right there on the hinge point of the glove. It says 16 ounces in the tag. You also have this nice Tricot microfiber liner that's very nice and silky and smooth, so your hand slides right in. You also have the Hit and Move tag and where it's manufactured, green piping. Rolling over to the palm side, again, you have the leather strap, the Hit and Move logo right there, green piping coming all the way up. Padding wise on the wrist, you have about an inch on the back of the wrist of some really firm density foam padding. On the inside, I'd say about a quarter of an inch right there. Green piping around the thumb. You also have ventilated holes on the thumb as well as right above the grip bar, which is a nice size, nice and large, and a red leather attached thumb right there that keeps the thumb nice and tucked into the index finger so you don't poke anybody's eye out when you decide to use these for sparring. So overall, just beautiful gloves, and I love the leather on these. That's probably my favorite feature in terms of just the materials they use is this leather has a very high-end feel to it, which is great. So let's go ahead and put these on the scale, see how much these weigh, and make sure it's zeroed out. So the right glove is exactly on weight, so that's amazing. 16 ounces right there, and the left glove is again right at 16. I'll just round up, man. 15.9, 16. If you can notice that 0.1 ounces, then you are something else. So let's go ahead and do the review. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'm doing a review on the Hit and Move All Day Premium Boxing Gloves. I got mine in 16 ounces in the red, white, and green colorway. Sizing wise, you can get this in 14 or 16 like I have here. It is a Velcro closure only glove. Colorway wise, you can get this colorway I have here. They also have it in a neon, kind of like a neon yellow, neon green colorway, as well as a white, red, and blue. So 3 different colors to choose from, 2 different sizes, and 1 type of closure. Now, I've done a review on the Hit and Move gloves before. They have a kind of a tie style glove that has a half wraparound Velcro strap. And then they had the first rendition of the All Day Boxing Gloves. This is their newest rendition, the premium glove. So the leather is better quality. You can see, like I showed you guys earlier in the close-up, it has a much nicer, thicker grain to it. It just feels a lot more durable and has a better, more premium feel, if that makes sense, compared to the original models, the black, red, and white ones I did a review on. These gloves are full genuine leather, top grain leather, made in Pakistan, and quite frankly are probably some of the best gloves I've used to date. I'm gonna have to obviously redo my glove rankings for next year, but you shouldn't be surprised if you see these gloves in that ranking. But overall, I'm really impressed with these all-day boxing gloves. I feel that they've done some modifications from the previous rendition, the previous all days, padding is a little bit more softer, not as stiff. And the glove itself has a little bit more of a softer feel, slightly more broken in, not to the point where it's too pillowy, but enough that it's noticeable. And for those of you that like that softer feel glove, I think you'll be really impressed with these all-day gloves. Another thing is, if you guys haven't seen it already, to make sure you guys check out the Hit and Move website as well as their social media. They also have their Hit and Move training device, which is really similar, kind of like a spar bar that has a spinning bar with a reflex ball on top. So it really helps you work on your offense and your defense to really integrate them together. Now, with that being said, design-wise, I'd say that these gloves are more on the medium compact side. You can see it has that red colorway. The leather on here has a really nice satin finish to it, with a really noticeable grain with the leather. You have the Hit and Move logo on the back of the glove. Coming down to the Velcro strap, you have the Hit and Move logo, green piping, red Velcro. See that the Velcro is nice and grippy, like you would expect. Opens up. You also have that leather Velcro strap that looks really clean. The Hit and Move logo on the back of the strap right there as well. So everything right there looks good. Piping on the wrist, you can show you that there. It says Hit and Move right here on the white as well, printed. The inside has a nice tricot microfiber lining that's really nice and smooth, doesn't bunch up, which is good. You have the elastic piece that keeps everything connected. Also shows that it's made out of genuine leather and that it's designed here in the United States. You'll have about, I'd say, an inch of EVA padding on the inside of the wrist. And then on top of it, lined up against your actual hand, this padding they use on the inside is much softer. So you have 2 layers, a denser, thicker foam for the support and kind of give you that nice rigid feel, and then the softer foam that's more comfortable against your actual wrist and your hand. And you have about 1/4 of an inch of that denser padding on the inside of the wrist. Green piping right there, ventilated holes. You have a red attached thumb right there, and a nice large grip bar with ventilated holes as well. Nice parallel thumb. You can see that they really put an emphasis on keeping that thumb nice and tucked in. I'm really comfortable. The glove itself has a really nice profile to it, which I love. Kind of resembles kind of like a Grant Mexican style glove, like a Savas Pro Series, very similar to that, but in my opinion, better than those. Quality-wise, these gloves are top-notch. I'd say that any area I found that was an issue aesthetically, it was just the stitching right here on the hinge point. The glove is very well balanced. It's not top-heavy at all, so the distribution of the weight is on point. The leather looks great. You know, all of the areas that you typically see that's kind of shortcutted when these gloves are made, or they don't kind of go back and do like a quality control check where they kind of like make sure the threads are all clean and done. You can tell here that they've done an excellent job. You know, leather's tucked nicely. Edges are done really clean. I've had these for a couple weeks now, and I've been using them part of my rotation, and no issues with like the leather showing any kind of imperfections, or the foam showing any kind of bubbling. It looks really nice. I think they also use some kind of chemical waterproof. I can't tell if it's the leather or the waterproofing spray they use, similar to like what Reyes uses on their gloves, to be water repellent, because obviously when you're training, you're gonna be sweating a ton and it's gonna get all over your gloves. So it's nice that they put that on there. And it feels like it. You can actually feel it with your finger, that there's some kind of like coating on the gloves to kind of protect it. So overall, the quality on these gloves are really, really nice. I have no issues. The line here is nice. No issues with it ripped or any exposed foam, and no bunching up in the finger compartment area. Comfort-wise, sliding in my hand in here. Extremely comfortable, man. You know, it's one of those first impression things, right? When you get a pair of gloves, you slide them on. It's like anything else. Like when you meet somebody and kind of get a first impression, you kind of have a general idea of how that individual may be, or how you may or may not get along with them. And it's kind of the same concept with boxing gloves. You know, granted, there's gonna be times where you get a pair of gloves that you might think are uncomfortable at first, and you start using them, and then you start breaking them in, and then they end up becoming some of your favorite gloves. So there's instances like that. But all in all, generally speaking, when you do put a pair of gloves on, you'll notice right away if the glove is made for your hand or not. And these Hit and Moves definitely are. Excellent for support. Liner feels fantastic. Thumb is perfect. I mean, as far as thumbs go, it doesn't really get better than this kind of thumb, in the fact that you have a good amount of padding. It doesn't pinch down on the tip of your thumb and makes it go numb. It has a good amount of length, so there's depth to it. If you do have a longer thumb, you won't jam. If you make a fist, it doesn't pull down on the thumb. And the finger compartment is nice and deep. For a 16-ounce glove, it's nice and deep. They put neoprene on the finger compartment, so there's no actual stitching exposed, or you feel like your hand is on the stitching. So your hand basically over time kind of leaves its own imprint inside of the gloves. So when you put the gloves on and off, it already kind of just conforms to the dimensions of your fist, which is great. Grip bar is in a perfect position. And when I got the gloves brand new, obviously, they already actually have a kind of a broken in feel. So again, compared to their first iteration of the all-day gloves, these are definitely softer and more broken in, which I love. So definitely an excellent comfort there. I can't complain whatsoever. No pinch points, nothing that numbs my hand out right there. Perfect amount of width. I don't feel like my fingers are collapsing on each other, or the finger compartment pockets too wide to where you feel like your hand scoots around too much inside there. So overall, definitely excellent. Another thing to keep in mind is the padding they use on the inside up against the liner. Sometimes Mexican companies just utilize the same kind of latex foam. So there's really no give in the fact that the foam that rests against your hand on the interior part of the glove wraps around your hand. And you're starting to see more companies do it to where they put a more plush type of foam padding so that when you slide your hand in here, it feels like it's getting kind of like surrounded by a pillow, but it has enough give. So if you do have bigger hands than me, then if it expands, the foam will kind of conform to that. It doesn't just stay stiff and push against your hand, if that makes any sense. So definitely the comfort's there. Protection and performance, these are excellent as far as a balanced glove. I feel like you can use these for sparring. I've used them on the bag. I've used them for mitts. And I love this dark padding. It really has a great feel of compression when you land a really nice shot, but it also absorbs the shot as well. So if you have a hand injury, if you have sore knuckles, any kind of hand issues, I think you definitely will enjoy these gloves. You can see a little dimple right there. That was actually from my glove sitting in my duffel bag right there. So that'll go away over some time. It just kind of needs to reset itself. But excellent protection and performance. I would say that these are more categorized as a training glove, so you can really use it for any kind of work in the gym. Cost-wise, these gloves are, I believe, about 164 euro. If you convert it to US dollars, it's about 190 US dollars. Now, I know anytime you go in that kind of price range, there has to be justification for that in terms of pricing. But I honestly feel that these gloves, based on just the quality, the performance, the quality of the leather, the interior liner. I mean, if you were to put these up against Reyes, and Reyes is in that $170, $180 price range. If you were to say, okay, Carlo, choose between this glove and the Reyes glove, I would honestly go with these. Granted, Reyes are excellent gloves, beautiful leather construction, but these surpass those gloves in terms of comfort. They have great construction as well, not their own proprietary, beautiful leather they use on here. The padding is better. And if you were to take away the names and kind of like put a piece of tape over the logos, and you were to give these two gloves, like a Reyes glove and this glove, to somebody to choose, I almost can guarantee they'll probably choose these hit and move gloves over that if you're taking brands away from it. So I definitely think it's worth it. I mean, I know that Hit and Move will probably eventually do some sales around the holiday time, so you might be able to even score even better and get a better deal. But even at the price point that they're asking, based on what I see, considering what else is out there on the market, I definitely think these are worth the price. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. Put the link in the description box where you can find these Hit and Move all-day premium boxing gloves. I'll see you guys later. Take care.